Okay, there we go. Can y'all see? Everyone good? All right. Jill, take it away. And I will mute.
All right, you guys. I am going to introduce myself first, but just know that Sarah and I have been working on this presentation, and we really just want to give you all the ways that you can share Plexus with your friends and family. But before we do that, I want to give you just a quick rundown of my own story. Can you hear any of the background noise with one in? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was an assistant principal, and I was working about 70 hours a week, and my job was catching up with me. The short version is I loved my job, but it was slowly killing me. I had a lot of behavior kiddos. I was putting on weight. I had gastritis, all kinds of things. And I started Plexus to balance that. Long story short, the products work. Surprise, the products work, right? We all know that now. And they just changed everything for me. I was able to replace my income as an assistant principal in 2 years. And I continued working that job and this because this is the greatest job I've ever had. So I took a couple years off after that, and now I am back working full time in an alternative teacher certification program. That possibility would have never been there had Plexus not come into the mix. So I know that there are many, many reasons that you might be joining us tonight, but I put a few up here because I know that it can feel a little weird jumping on a call like this. Like, I don't really know why I'm here, and I'm not really sure what I want out of this. And I just want to listen and hear what it's about. And so maybe you're the person that loves your products and you just really want to get them paid for. Maybe you have a friend or friends that you know would benefit from Plexus, but you aren't quite sure how to approach them about it. Maybe you've seen how much fun we have and you want to have fun with us. That was one of my favorites, the trips, the fun calls. Like we just have a great time. It's by far the best work environment I've ever been in. Maybe you've seen a friend have success with sharing and you want to give it a try. You think, you know what, she's just a girl next door, and if she can do it, I can do it too. And that is all very true. So maybe you want to bring in some extra income for your family. Maybe you aren't sure you want to stay in your current job forever. I was going to stay in that job forever. I loved it. I told everybody. But things change and life happens. And I will tell you, there is nothing better than working a job you don't have to work. It is the greatest thing ever to be like, maybe I'll quit today if I don't like what happens. Like, greatest thing ever. But maybe you also work really, really hard and you love your job and you just want some residual income. And that, my friends, is what most people are missing out on. Residual income is essentially the ability to make money while you sleep. I am earning money in my Plexus business, whether I am working or not. And that we can all use. We can't work forever. So these are all great reasons to come and learn more about how to share. If you have one of these, I'd love for you to put in the comments which one you most related to. Maybe it was none of these. Maybe it was a friend asked you to come, and so you said, sure, I'll come out and support you. But I would love to know in the comments, what's your reason for joining us tonight? And we're going to be giving away a water bottle that I will pull out of the comments when Sarah starts talking. And we'll have a little fun giveaway. So I'd love to just kind of see, you know, which of these resonated with you tonight. Okay, so one of the most important things is figuring out ways to post to attract interest and bring value. And before you panic, you don't have to start with posting. Okay. And so we're giving you all of the options, but the person who invited you tonight will really walk you through what this looks like for you when we're finished. So tonight, the biggest thing that people worry about is, what are people going to say when I post about this, right? Like, how do I bring people, how do I attract interest and bring value to people and not just sound salesy, right? So these are just some small things to think about. Be authentic. Be who you really are. Just like me tonight, I was telling Lindsay, who I invited here tonight, I was going to be in my office and I was going to have cute earrings on. And turns out my son has a scrimmage under the lights tonight. And so here I am in the top corner of the bleachers making things happen. Be authentic when you post, be authentic in your life. Share real stories. There are tons of testimonies that you see through your team pages. You see other people posting. You can cut and paste those and share them as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to just be your story. You don't have to know all of those things. You can share lots of copied and pasted testimonies from people that are on your team that your teammates are sharing. You can share health and wellness info and not always mention Plexus. I have read a book recently that has really changed so much for me. I've started sharing those things about health and wellness, and that's a great way to share Plexus as well. Sharing small snippets of your story. Maybe you aren't drowsy when you get up anymore. Maybe you go to the bathroom regularly. Maybe you don't scream at your kids like you used to. Simple things. That's a very simple thing to just share on your feed. And again, the person who invited you tonight can help you with that. Talking about things like, what has it helped you with? How did you feel before Plexus? For me, I was stressed out. I was angry all the time. I was on medications for all kinds of gastritis, stress related issues, felt miserable. And how do I feel now? I feel amazing. I can't remember the last time I took medication for any of those symptoms. That's a post. Okay. What has Plexus solved for you? Same thing. It solved so many things for me, not just my health, but also having an additional stream of income and being able to help my friends feel better. Those are all things that it solved for me. Um, how to not sound salesy. How many of you are worried about sounding salesy? Can I see a, yeah, yeah, it's a thing. It's for sure a thing. And here's the magic behind it. If you go back to that first one, be authentic. If you don't want to sound salesy, here it is. Are you ready? Drum roll. Avoid promoting sales. That's it. Genius. So we can just cross that one off the list. Like you can share those sales privately once somebody's interested. You don't ever have to bring up a sale. And you can also avoid phrases like join my team or just posting your link in your post that you use or the hey girl message that we all love to hate so much. If you don't want to sound salesy, it's as simple as don't sound salesy, and we can help you with that, and so can the people who invited you here tonight. So just know that when you show up authentically, none of those things that you're worried about happening happen. And it's really putting one foot in front of the other. So let's move on to the next one. Sarah, if you can click me forward. Okay, this one has a lot of information on it. Don't panic. Okay, how to share Plexus in natural and authentic ways. We have some easy tips. There's a few things to get started. If you head to your Plexus website and follow along on our new Getting Started guide, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. Make a list of some friends and family that you think could use either the products or the additional income. Call them up, text them, message them, voice message them, and connect them to one of our weekly calls with your Plexus friend for a call or a chat. You don't have to know all the things. Repeat after me, hands in the air. I do not have to know everything. In fact, I do not have to know anything. And I can still share Plexus because you all love your products. They've all worked for you. It's as simple as that. Okay, don't overcomplicate it. It's actually, I'm sure Sarah would agree with me, where you are is my favorite spot. I wish I could go back there, you know, consistently to like, I don't know, it works for me. Try it if you want to. Like, best place to be. So the first thing you can do is do a first post. You can see some examples in the guide, or you can ask your Plexus friend to help you write one. I like to have them end in an engaging question and invite them to meet up to a Meet Plexus call. There's lots of ways you can end it, you guys. You can make it as simple as this pink drink has helped me to stop screaming at my kids. That can be your post. And people are going to be like, what pink drink? Because I'm screaming at my kids. Tell me more. Okay. Again, don't overthink it. And then lastly, reaching out and messaging some of the people that like your posts or that are on your list. We have tons of sample messages to use to help you make your own. And this is kind of the part where you get in your own head. And what I want to encourage you to think about is that there are so many people that are suffering in silence. That might have been some of you. You just thought like this is the best I'm going to get, and I just have to deal with it until someone reached out to you and said, "No, ma'am, no, ma'am, that is not the best you can do, and you need to come try these products." And give it 60 days. We'll get your money back if it's not right for you. And so people want to be seen. And when you see them and you offer a hand to say, hey, I think I might be able to help you, that is really powerful. And it's so much more than I don't want to reach out to them and bother them. So here's a few examples. Asking your bestie or your neighbor to try it out. Okay, here's a sample message. Okay, I've been holding out on you until I was sure that it was working and that I got results. And I did. So it's time to share what I've been doing. I've been taking this stuff for my gut health, and it's helped me with energy, sleep, and stress response. And I think it could work for you too. What do you think? Do you want to learn more? Okay, what do you think? Can I tell you more? Can I bring over a sample? Do you want to try it? There's lots of ways to end that. Maybe if you're looking for extra income, it's likely that your friends are also. Ask them if they have any reason to check it out. Okay, here's another important thing to remember. Like, who doesn't want more money? Is there anyone here that does not want more money? Does it matter how much money's in your bank account? I'm pretty sure money's tight for everybody, no matter how much is in that bank account, right? So it's really important that you know everyone in your circle feels the same way. There is a mama out there praying for some margin, and we can help her. So here's how I would reach out. Hi, Jill. With all that's going on in the world these days, I've gotten really interested in residual income, and I decided to jump in and check it out. I don't know if you have any reason to check it out with me or not, but I wanted to let you know what I'm doing. Have you ever heard of Plexus? Okay. We're not trying to convince anyone of anything. We're simply saying, is this something you might be interested in? Okay. What about that colleague? You know, that one that's always talking about their health symptom or their health goal, or sometimes it's a negative, sometimes it's a positive, but you all know the one, right? Whether she's like fitness extraordinaire or whether she is doom and gloom talking about her ailments, you can message them both. Hey, Susie, I know you're really into your health, or I know you're really struggling with your health. And I was curious if you've ever focused on your gut health. I've been taking this gut health stuff, and it's worked wonders for me. Maybe it could work for you too. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I am going to switch it over to my friend Sarah. So take it away, Sarah.
Thank you, Jill. And I know you were picking a winner, so I don't know if you're picking it from the chat or you're just going to pick it from people watching, but I'm going to also do a giveaway just to make it a little bit fun and always have some fun Plexus stuff laying around. I am going to share a little bit about my story. And mine basically is how Jill talked about getting started. That's how I got started. I started for the products. I was following a friend on Instagram, and then my other friend walked into church with it, knew all about it, said, yes, if you're doing it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. And got on the call with my friend that started me and then the girl that started her. And we just had a chat and got to know each other, connected with their stories. And they basically told me I could get my products paid for, which I wanted to do. I did not want to pay for my products because I thought I would quit on myself. And so I just kept it super simple. I kind of did what they said. I did a post, and I had people in mind that I knew were struggling with their health already. And so, maybe you're watching and you're thinking, My best friend always talks about her migraines, or my best friend is like always talking about wanting to lose weight, or my mom struggles with inflammation and pain in her feet or elbows. Who is that one person in mind that you have in mind, like first comes to mind that you would share this with? And if you're already on the products and already sharing the products, type in the chat who was your first person that you shared Plexus with, or your first three people that you shared with. Because from there, I shared with my mother-in-law and then two other friends. And honestly, I just kind of kept doing that. Every month, I would add a couple of people, or I would do a couple of posts and just connect people into our community and into the products that I started believing so much in, and just sharing what I was getting out of it. And that was, more energy, better digestion, better sleep, better mood. Like the mood was huge for me. And so just really keeping it simple. Like I still don't know everything about the product 7 years later. So if you think you need to know everything before you share, like Jill said, you don't. Um, Okay, so put those in the comments. I'm going to pick from some of those entries in there, pick my winner. And I'm just going to continue on simple things to help you make sharing simple. Um, so this is kind of one that corporate is talking about a lot, and it's called Plus One. I don't know if you guys are on the brand ambassador community, but there is a Plexus Facebook group, and it's also on Instagram, but Plexus is a little more training on Facebook. And so in that group, there is a whole training on Plus One. And all that means is helping the people first, adding your plus one. Like if you are watching this and you haven't invited anyone in to learn about the products yet, we need to find your first person that is going to be your accountability partner, somebody that you're going to call up and kind of keep on track and keep doing your products, or ask questions, or share, this is helping me here, that type of thing. So we need to find your first person. And once you're doing that, and maybe you have three people, you want to also help those people as you're sharing to find their plus one, because accountability is actually proven to help you be more successful. I can't think of the number right now, but I believe it's around like 70%. Someone can correct me if you know the exact number, but there's been a study on it. And when you have an accountability partner with setting a health goal, you're going to have a 70% or better chance of succeeding and continuing on the products. And if we're starting these products and paying for these products, I want to be successful. I want to be all in. I want to take care of myself the best that I can. And I want to help my customers do the same thing. And so if that helps to bring on a friend for them to stay consistent, then let's do that with everybody that we are signing up as VIPs. So the training is called Plus One. Look for that on the Plexus Ambassador community, but we're going to talk a little bit more about simple ways to help people add their plus one, along with posting and different things that we're going to talk about here. And then, of course, if you have someone add a plus one, then what you're going to do is you are, instead of using the term silver, because a lot of people don't know what silver is or ranks are. When I started this is my first network marketing company. I had no idea what any terms meant. I didn't know any of the jargon. So keep it super simple. Once they add their one friend, then say, hey, that was really easy. You obviously have some people in your life that need these products and that will want to do this with you. I'm just curious, do you have two more friends that we could find? And you're going to actually earn another $270 if you add two friends. I don't know, could be fun. You want to look for two more friends? And that little statement is from one of our trainers. This is just a screenshot that I had in here, and it's just showing some facts about how many people have gut issues, self-esteem, gut issues, poor gut um, implications, confused about gut health. So people are looking for what we have. This just kind of shows um, that people need what we have. Okay, so these are just some things to focus on. I'm sure most of y'all know that are watching or watching the replay right now, for if you have a new friend join you as a VIP, they can get a free reset. Depending on their order, they want to order 130 PV to get that. And then in the middle column is our kind of fast start um, payout for this month. And it can range a little bit depending on what they order because we get a certain percentage. If you would like to see a full like compensation plan, if you're watching this playback and you're like, what does that mean? What are these numbers? If you want to see some full videos on that, we have that in our Plexus Go app. And then also we can send you a video on the compensation. So just reach out to the person that started you and is helping you share to, if you want to dig in more to the compensation. But on the fast start here, this is talking about having one VIP join you. You're going to earn around $37. And then that bump up that I was talking about, adding two more friends, it's going to be around $310 to $350. So pretty amazing. Like when I heard those numbers, and it wasn't exactly the same when I started, but when I heard I could get my products paid for, I was all in on doing that and helping people. That's just what I do. So I very quickly was in the mindset of I'm going to get my products paid for and I'm going to help other people get on these products and get their health taken care of too. The other special right now, it was just announced today, so you may not have seen it yet, but our current customers, so if you've already signed up VIPs, which I know a lot of us have a long list of VIPs, they are going to be very happy customers, including ourselves. We can buy a reset at 25% off. I think it's around 20 something dollars. Maybe y'all can share in the comments how much that's going to be, but it's a huge savings. And with our fun challenge coming up, that's just going to be a great blessing to help people get their order in. Um, Over here is just some of the other things that are going on. We have $1 VIP membership, the free reset. We have a featured product called Slim Hunger Control. That is also should be discounted in our perks. And then Fast Start Refresh, that is not for newer people. New people will just go with this Fast Start. And then Convention Contest. If you are planning on coming to convention with us, everyone is welcome, new or old, all ages, all, male, female. You can bring your husbands, you can bring your besties. It is going to be fun. Like there's always lots of fun. It's not just training. And I've never been to Texas, so I'm excited to go get some Texas in me. All right, these are just I'm almost done, but these are just a few of our systems that we have going on right now. Again, you can learn more about these on the brand ambassador page or on your team page. So definitely, if you're newer, plug into your team page, pay attention to what's going on in there, get connected into our trainings like this one. We're not asking you to be on all of the calls. These are just simple tools and every week there's different um, brand ambassadors that are sharing their stories. So this one happened last night. You can still get the recording at this link right here. Um, and then you can, if you have someone in mind, like say today you have someone in mind for the business, you can send them the recording from yesterday. Or maybe you liked the one from last week. You can still send them the recording because once you register, they will send you a recording and you can share the recording. So lots of opportunity to grow through a 15-minute webinar of the opportunity. And then on Thursdays, we have a 15-minute of the products. Two testimonies on each one, and they have been so good about keeping them pretty on the money as far as 15 minutes goes. The opportunity one is really cool. If you do want to learn more about how to earn and how to share, stay on the call. And afterwards, there's another 15 minutes about how to share, how to earn. So I really want to encourage you guys, since you're on here and wanting to learn that, to do both of those. And they are both on the recording also. And then bonus, I am connected to one of our leaders named Brooke Hemingway, and she helped me create a PDF of messages that if you want a list of all her messages that she uses to send out about plus one or inviting to these calls. It's literally like 3 pages, comment plus one in the comments, and I will get that to you. It's just a little bonus, and I don't want to read off all these messages, but they are great messages that are going to help you grow, and they're very normal messages. Like you're not going to feel weird sending these messages. They're great ones. So I would love to send that to you guys. And then the last few things, um, ways that we are supporting you. We have a thing called Rally Chat. Put a one in the comments if you are in our Rally Chat and enjoying those posts. If it helps prompt you for different ideas, you can scroll up and see all the posts, all the testimonies that are in there. There's some simple training ways, there's some messages, and there's some graphics. If you love to share, like in your stories, or you want um, some before and afters, like this is an example of one that was in there today, and it's a testimony and it has her before and after. So you could either put that in your stories or on your Facebook profile. And again, just keep it simple. Like you could just call her your friend. You don't have to say, like, I saw this post on the rally chat. Like, just say, my friend or another friend in the Plexus business, whatever. Keep it simple and just kind of ease your way into posting different people's testimonies. But testimonies speak, y'all. They really do. So share your testimony, like Jill said, in simple ways, but share other people's testimonies too, especially if your person that signed you up has a great testimony, share their testimony. If you can get a picture with them, even better, like share those too. We have monthly challenges to pour people into, so you can invite your potentials into there. You can offer it as a way to help somebody get started on their health goals. Say, hey, I am doing this. We have this Feel Good February bingo challenge coming up, and I am excited about it because I'm going to work on my protein and getting my steps in, and I'm going to do a 3-day reset. I would love some friends to do this with me. Would you be open to checking out the info and joining me doing this challenge? I would love some accountability partners. So easy, not salesy, not weird, and it's just right along with what Plexus is all about, is creating community and doing simple, healthy health challenges. Last thing is plug into team calls, and then there's the Plexus calls, but we are always open to mentor somebody that is interested in sharing and growing. And so I have never felt like I'm alone. I always feel very empowered. We have a one plexus motto, and that means that all of our plexus team, no matter where you are, what rank you are, we work together and we support each other. We share trainings, we share graphics, we share stories, we talk to each other, we work through the hard times, we share our wins. It is very much a community focus. And I've heard that about other companies that that is not the case. So I feel very blessed to be a part of this company, and I think you will too. You'll feel very supported. Um, so I'm really excited just for you guys all to be listening to this and just being here, being present, being willing to learn more. And again, as Jill said, it's not scary, but you do have to take some steps forward. And so we are just excited to be a part of that, of your journey, helping you do that. So that is all we had. I'm going to pop open my chat here. Jill, did you pick your winner?
I did. I texted, I put in the chat, it was Sierra. And just as you're doing that, Sarah, I just want to close with you guys by saying that I am really, really passionate about what we do at Plexus. And you can be successful at this, not remembering a single thing that we taught you tonight. All you have to know is that you want to help people and that you have a desire for something more for yourself, for your family. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's more. Um, but you can do it, and the resources and the people are here to make whatever that reality looks like for you. It is possible, and we want you to join us so that we can show you just what that looks like. So just know, all it comes down to is, do you have a desire for more, and do you want to help people? And those are obviously both yeses, or you wouldn't be here tonight. So please reach out if you have questions, whether you know Sarah or I or not. If you connected with what we were saying, please reach out to us and we will help you get started on what that looks like for you, and what that potential or those options are for you. So Sarah, back to you.
Yeah, that was great. I'm just thankful for y'all being here. And Michelle, you are my winner tonight. So
Yay.
send me your address and I'll send out my prize to you. And thanks for coming, y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. We're here for you.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.